AI can generate words, but it can't listen. It can't ask questions. And that's one of the most powerful things you can do in a negotiation. The first thing I want to focus on today is active listening, specifically asking questions, because understanding from their perspective what's going on is the most powerful tool you have, because knowledge is power. And all of that information they give you is something that will help you construct a deal that works for them and works for you. Listening is not passive. Listening is actually one of the harder things for us to do. We're great at thinking about what we need and going in and sharing those thoughts, but we often struggle with listening, deeply listening to what others need and care about. We get so amped up that we have a lot that we want to say. But think about the people that you have the closest relationship with. You probably feel very heard by them. We love it when someone listens to us. It actually is in itself something that builds a good relationship. So let's start practicing those skills this week. And the first one, like I mentioned, is asking questions. So pick anybody today or tomorrow that you are going to sit down with and have a chat with. Your coworker, your neighbor, your spouse, your parents, or just call somebody and ask them a few questions. And just listen to the answers without sharing anything from your end. Maybe you want to write down the questions beforehand, but show deep interest and caring in their perspective. And all you want to do is hear it. You're not sharing anything of your own yet, because then I want you to see how they respond to that. It's going to really resonate with them and hit them deeply. And I'm guessing that you'll learn some pretty interesting things along the way when you do that. So try that out in the next couple of days. And one of the things I'd recommend before you do this is take my negotiation archetypes quiz, because that might help give you an indication of your communication style right now. And what we want is that self-awareness, so that when we practice these skills, we can do it from a place of that awareness. Try those questions, and then we will revisit this on Wednesday. One of the most underused tools in negotiation costs nothing, and it's 2 additional active listening exercises that I want to talk about, which is silence and paraphrasing. So on Monday, you practice asking questions. Today, I want to talk about 2 more tools that are incredibly powerful in getting you more information. The first one is silence. We often want to fill space. We are uncomfortable with silence. So rather than chiming in or filling the silence when someone answers your question and then doesn't say anything more, I want you to stay quiet, because usually they will get uncomfortable and they will fill that silence and they will give you more information. So try that one out. Pick a conversation that you have this evening with your kids, your spouse, anybody, and just stay quiet. Let them continue to talk, and I bet that they will fill the space. The second one is paraphrasing. So after all of that silence, after giving it a few minutes of that, I want you to repeat back what you heard. That's paraphrasing. And do it in a way that's most sympathetic to them. Don't do it in a way that twists a little bit of what they say to your perspective, but share it as honestly and as sympathetic toward them as you can. Because what you're doing is you are proving to them that you heard them. And people love that. And they'll correct you if you're wrong. So try that out and see how people respond to those 2 listening skills. Because again, this is something that cannot be replicated by AI or any digital tool. This is something where you can get more information, more knowledge on other people's emotions and what they care about just through listening. And it's free, but it's something we need to practice. So try that out. And again, don't forget about my archetypes quiz, which you can take, and it'll help give you that foundation on your own inclinations in a negotiation. The same communication mistakes tend to show up in most conversations. I've sat in a lot of negotiations, and here's what I see. This week, we have focused on communication. And yes, I know it's ironic because all I've done is talked about listening. But I find listening is the most important part of communication because when they feel heard, they will listen to you. And when you paraphrase, you have proven you've listened to them. And when you're silent, you get more information, which is power in a negotiation. So what are those mistakes? The first one is that we talk too much. Straight and simple. We are amped up, we have the energy, we've written out our interests, and we go in and we just word vomit. But we don't take a step back to hear them. And that's going to damage the negotiation because we need to know what they care about, and we need them to have an opportunity to collaborate so they're bought in and the deal works for everybody. The second one is that we listen to respond. So all we're doing is waiting, and then we jump in with our perspective. And that's not listening, it's just waiting. So that's where paraphrasing is powerful, where you repeat back what you heard, which proves to them that you listened. And then the third one is having an emotional reaction. Maybe you do or they do. The tone shifts, we say something not quite the way we had hoped, and things start going awry. We talked about managing our own emotions. So maybe take a breath, pause, and if you are feeling that from them, take a break and step away. Recommend that you come back in 5 because that's not going to go anywhere productive. And that happens in the more personal or heavy negotiations that we know that this is going to be a tough one. So those are a few quick problem-solving tips that I have for you. Thank you for sticking with me. It's been fun so far. Happy Friday, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Negotiation is not innate, and neither is confidence. They are skills that we have to build. Just like an athlete or a musician, we have to practice the most discreet, tiniest section of that skill to become better over time. One thing that you can practice today is to go grab a cup of coffee or a pastry for somebody that you're going to see later. It could be a colleague, a friend, your spouse, your sibling, and just offer it to them without any expectation of something in return. And what you're doing is laying the first building block for a better, more productive relationship. So what's important is to lay that foundation now in case you have an ask later. But one big mistake I see is that people make it so it's quid pro quo. I'm gonna buy you lunch today and then ask for something tomorrow. People always see through that. So when you do make this offer, it has to be genuinely to improve the relationship without an expectation of anything else.